Thank you so much for being with us, giving us some time. Fourth stop on your tour, the ceremony tour here in Boston. Right after the show, how do you feel?
I feel pure, like pure. My stomach is empty, but I'm full of love. So I'm not hungry, but I'm full.
It's beautiful. Well, it perfectly ties into my next question. You are performing during the holy month of Ramadan. I can't imagine the physical and even emotional stamina that it takes to go on tour, to travel, to perform. So how do you manage doing that during this time?
It's not me. It's God. Like the strength that I have, I ask God, give me your holy divine focus, your holy divine strength, and your holy divine stamina, and your holy divine determination. Let it be you they see and not me. So it ain't me. I can't take credit for that because I know that my clothes don't even fit me no more. So I know that it's not me.
And one thing I appreciate is the fact that you are so open about your faith. You make sure, obviously, in the ceremony, you talk a lot about your relationship with God.
I mean, I'm not what you would call as a religious person.
Yeah.
I'm a spiritual person.
Okay.
Our Creator has many different names. And then our Creator has the most beautiful name. So I always say, like, in all of your holy names in the celestial court above, even your secret names, because our Creator is everything. Every breath is given by the Creator. So I understand that even when I work out, it's an act of worship. Everything I do is an act of worship. I have to be mindful of my Creator. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. We all do. But I try to be mindful of my Creator as much as possible.
What got you into that mindset of understanding that it's
I've
bigger than
always
you?
been like this. I can't say when. I always knew it was something greater than me. I've always felt the presence of God. I'm one of the chosen ones. And I just, authentically, me speaking, I used to dumb it down and say, well, I don't know, I did this and did that. I always knew the presence of God. My mother gave me to God when I was a child.
What kind of church did you grow up in?
I didn't go to church.
Oh, you didn't go to church. He just
No, man.
dedicated you to God when you were younger.
No, it's not that. My dad is Muslim. But the reason I say reverted because I didn't take it serious until maybe like, really take it serious maybe like 2012, I believe. Like, I used to have this big, like, a big conflict with me was, like, my Muslim name is Isa. So I'm like, y'all name me after Jesus. So why would we do this? But studying Jesus, may peace be upon him, Isa, is what led me, like, to really solidify myself with Islam. I live like he lived. He prayed to one God. That's it, that's all. I try to live like he lived.
Yeah, which, again, like you mentioned, nobody's perfect. We're human beings. The ceremony itself, the album, what inspired the name?
It was the reuniting of myself. I learned to love again the stranger that was once myself. And I had to really realize that the external things don't add value. And it was a ceremony. It was beautiful. It was a celebration of me coming back in and starting to honor myself and loving myself the right way. And in me healing myself, it's showing others how to heal themselves. And we raise our frequency by committing acts of self-love. I tell everybody, don't just go cold turkey from bad habits. Replace those habits with positive habits. And don't beat yourself up. Be gentle with yourself. Baby steps. I tell everybody, if you just walked in the gym and walked out, you still did a great job because you made the commitment and you walked in. You showed up for yourself. The next day you might walk on a treadmill for an hour. For a minute. That 1 minute turned into 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, then 4 minutes. Next thing you know, you're running. It's just baby steps.
You mentioned being a stranger to yourself.
Yes,
while you were writing, what did you unpack about that stranger that you were reuniting with?
You would have to go get the ceremony album to see, but it was complete vulnerability for everybody that had never been through things in life. A lot of times, you know, the artist is a superhero. It's a facade. And I used to conduct myself in that manner. It was a facade because I was operating out of ego and fear. But the depth of the ego allowed me to be vulnerable and transparent. And when I really became transparent and started exhibiting vulnerability, I got to see that it takes great courage to exhibit vulnerability. Anybody could just walk around being a tough guy all day. It don't take courage to do that. Everybody can see that you're hurting on the inside, hurt people. But when you take that time and you hold yourself accountable and say, I'm going to exhibit vulnerability because there's somebody here. And 10,000 people, if there's only one person that I touch with my story, then I did my job.
And a lot of times, I know artists generally...
I ain't trying to talk long, be long-winded.
No, you're good. No, you're fine. Don't
I'm trying to simplify a very complex answer.
No, and I think you're doing a great job. And the point I was going to follow up with was the fact that, like you mentioned, you do have a platform and you understand it clearly. You understand the power, in a sense, one of your songs that you have when it comes to being a public figure. So
yes,
what message do you, and again, I know a lot of times people don't want to give the message, they want the viewers to understand, or fans to like listen.
No, I have
consume
a message.
Okay, what is the message that you want?
It's multi-messages, but my main message is this. Anything lost could be found again except for time wasted. We are not our past. Mm-hmm. We are not. Anything fast don't last. What's slow be for sure. The slower you go, the further you get. And if you're looking for a microwave blessing, it won't happen. Mm-hmm. We don't believe in instant gratification over here. We believe in hard work.
Blessings.
Yeah, we don't believe in microwave blessings. Yeah. We want to earn it.
That being said, you mentioned the music, but in faith being a part of the inspiration for a lot of your music and your journey.
It's not faith. I believe faith is a belief.
Yeah, but your faith comes through with your music.
I know.
Which I think is part of the message.
But I know.
Yeah.
I know that there's something greater than me.
Yeah.
So I have a relationship. It's not, faith is like, I believe in something.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I have faith that this is going to happen.
So I
know it's going to happen.
I meant faith as in you sharing your faith. And you sharing with the world the faith that you have, if that makes sense.
Man, I got a relationship with God.
Yeah.
My body is my temple. A great responsibility come with that. And the reason I can't just say faith, because I meet people that tell me they have faith. And I heard this man say, I was at a Bible study one time in jail. He said, faith without works is dead. You show me a man that had no faith, and I show him my faith with my works. So me fasting right now to be close to my Creator, that's me showing with my works. I know. I'm not just talking. You know what I'm saying? My actions, what I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't let nobody just get away with saying like that.
Yeah,
like,
I get you.
No, I have to live it, or I'm not going to respect myself. When I leave here, I'm going to the gym. I have to honor the commitments that I make to myself, or I'm not going to respect myself. See, a great responsibility comes with you saying, my body is my temple. The Creator cannot abide in an unclean temple. My body is my temple.
That's it. I got you.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I raise my frequency by committing acts of self-love.
I got you.
Yes, ma'am.
So in addition to that, what else inspires the music that you share with the world?
My relationship with God. It's a relationship. I can't explain it. If you ain't never felt it, then you're not going to know what I'm talking about. For those that know. Those that don't. So I'm not explaining God.
Yeah.
Because if you just sit there and breathe and go, if that stops, you stop. So it's forever present.
Right.
If you're intelligent, all you got to do is breathe. That's God.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing that with me.
I used to have a fear of that, like people judging me and things of that nature, but I don't live fear-based. I operate out of love. I don't care what nobody believe in, what their walk of life is. I don't care no more. It's like I got outside of like looking at people in a different way because I had to look at myself and hold myself accountable. Who am I to judge somebody when I know I got all kind of work that I could be doing to improve myself? And when I started focusing on myself, I didn't even really have time to focus on others anymore.
I mean, you can't live for others, though, to your point. You're living for God, yeah.
I got to focus on me. I got to hold me accountable. So I started my healing journey so I don't pass on these past traumatic experiences and generational curses to my children. By freeing myself, I'm freeing them. That's why I'm doing the work. And it hasn't been easy. I cried a lot of nights, been upset, anger, all of that. But all of these things are natural. but we have emotional intelligence, so we navigate, why am I feeling like this? What's triggering this feeling? You got to do the work. So people kind of seeing, you know, me do the work. They're watching my evolution. They're watching me be vulnerable every day. I'm not afraid to try new things. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. You know, mistakes make us great. That's where I'm at with it right now. I'm just enjoying the journey. It's beautiful.
Another part of your journey is your fitness journey that you're also
Yes, ma'am.
very vocal about. You share with others. Why is it so important also to be transparent about that part of your life?
Because motion is lotion. And when I say motion is lotion, like motion is your lotion.
Mm-hmm.
You can't eat things or take things to give you energy. You have to do things to give yourself energy. And when I was a fat slob, I used to put other people down to hide my insecurities. So I would make other people feel bad so I could make myself feel good. Now, if somebody comes to the gym and work out with me and say we're doing push-ups, I'm just giving you an example, like an illustration. If you just do one, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just do what you can do. Tomorrow you'll probably do two. I'm empowering myself. I'm empowering them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel great about myself. They feel great about themselves, and it's a gift they keep giving. Because we all could do things that the other person can't do. It's beautiful. Like once you take down that shield of insecurity and fear, like we all really the same underneath. We all suffer. We all hurt. We all go through things, but it's how we deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
We healing.
People on the outside see you as a public figure, a musician, artist, but how would you define yourself outside of the work that you do?
2 words. A great man. Great man. It's 2 words.
Do you want to elaborate?
Great man.
Yeah.
In every aspect of the word. Great man, great father, great lover, great everything. Great man, great friend. Not friendly, but I'm a great friend.
What made you get to a point where you realized that you were a great man? Because I'm sure you didn't. Did you always feel that way?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. My journey. My journey. My journey. Through isolation brings elevation. So I've had constant revelations and epiphanies. And it's just beautiful. Yep.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I was making sure you're.
Oh, no, I be lost in
No,
thoughts
it's okay.
sometimes.
I respect it. So overall, obviously this performance.
Like right now, I'm just basking in my glory.
Yeah.
So I'm just really just breathing and just.
This is definitely the calmest interview I've ever done, so I appreciate it.
I'm just breathing. I'm enjoying my breath.
Yeah. One thing I appreciated about the performance was you brought a woman on stage that she had to be single, had to be a female, but then you brought her on, and then at the end you gave the fan flowers, which I thought was really beautiful. What went behind that?
Nobody ever gave you your flowers. I just want you to know, you know, you appreciate it over here. These people came out here in the rain to see me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing. None of my songs on the radio. Still do sold out arenas. That's a blessing. I am him. This is God.
Why do you think your music has had that much of an impact? How? Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You know the answer to that.
I want to hear your answer.
I'm authentically myself. When you look at Kevin Gates, you see the truth of the truth.
That's your final question for me. Sorry. What is a message that...
I mean, all of that's beautiful. Like, if we laugh, like right now in ceremony, if you was to laugh, cry, fart, burp, the things that people say excuse me, we not sorry for that. Because anything exiting the body is holy, it's sacred. I'm not about to say I'm sorry for doing something natural. Oh, gross, and out. We put negative connotations to things, but if somebody didn't belch, they would probably have acid indigestion. So all of those things are healing. When somebody cry, they're releasing old emotions. They're releasing old emotions that if they didn't release those things, they probably just implode or explode. So all of these things are releases, beautiful things. I don't look at nothing as negative. Everything is beautiful when you look at it with love. That's just where I'm at with it right now. I try to operate out of gratitude because you are what you attract.
That's real. Final question for me.
Final answer.
Hey, I know you are headed to a few more trips, right back to back actually, and then you're finishing off your tour. But what do you look forward to in the future?
The future?
Yeah, it doesn't have to just be music wise.
Oh, you mean what you mean, like future, like as
For
far
your-
as
for
down the
yourself.
road or just tomorrow or when I leave?
Down the road. Down the road.
Down the road?
Yeah.
I know what I want to do for the rest of my life.
What is that?
I'm not gonna say one thing, but I want to travel. Well, excuse me. I want to serve. I want to pray, serve God. I want to work out. I want to travel and try different food. Is the one I'm not gonna say, but
That's right. A wholesome life, a well-rounded life.
I guess if that's what you want to say. I like traveling though.
Yeah.
I like trying food I never tried and going places I never been before. So I want to do that for the rest of my life. Like I want to set myself up to where I don't have to work. I want to be a bum.
Go ahead and do that then.
I'm ready.
Well,
I could right now, but when a man meets his mission, he and his mission become one. I'm not finished the mission.
You mentioned that on stage. What exactly do you think you have to finish?
My mission. God gonna let me know when I'm finished.
You'll know when you're
But
done.
right now, I'm on my mission.
Yeah.
I'm on my journey.
Okay, I said last question, but one more question. What exactly is this?
It's
In my
coffee.
hand.
It's coffee.
What inspired this coffee?
Well, it's called General's Ritual, and anything you do like habitually or ritualistically will be considered a ritual.
Ceremonially.
And every morning I get up, part of my ritual is black coffee. And I'm a coffee connoisseur, so everywhere I go, I want to try different blends of coffee. So, like, it took like so many different tastings to even come with that blend, but that's my own signature blend.
It's straight dope in your cup, chocolatey and smooth.
I love it.
Should be consumed carefully.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, Lord.
Well, again, I appreciate your time, Kevin.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for joining me.
Yes, ma'am.